Good morning to you. Wednesday, December 19th edition of the Carolina Weather Video. Check out the live look this morning when I was cutting this video during the 5 o'clock hour. Banner Elk up there in the mountains, 34 degrees, still a northwest wind around 11 miles per hour as cooler air is settled on into the region. A lot of our temperatures in the foothills and the Piedmont, even over toward the coast, are 10 to 20 degrees colder this morning than where we were yesterday. The radar is very quiet around here. It'll stay that way all day long. Up into parts of the northeast, especially Maine, that previous low pressure still spreading some snow up that way. And here's the very beginnings of our next storm system down into parts of Arizona, New Mexico, Colorado, some snow and rain, and a few showers breaking out over the Texas and Oklahoma panhandle regions. Again, that is the very beginnings of our next system that arrives tomorrow. Big spread in temperatures in the mountains. There's some 40s, there's also some 20s. Just kind of depends on the exact conditions at each individual location. But across the Piedmont, most spots are down into the 30s, some 40s close to the coast. Look at the milder air over Texas and Louisiana. We'll be into that today and to some extent tomorrow before it turns much, much chillier. Sharply colder, in fact, by the time we get to Friday. Our highs across the region yesterday was a nice day with upper 50s and low 60s, even upper 60s in some locations over in the eastern parts of the region. Much cooler up in the mountains. And today, a big area of high pressure situated near the Georgia coast, going to just give us some delightful weather. Beautiful, beautiful conditions. But, again, that next system is not too far away. Check out how it looks on the RPM modeling. Sunshine today, just some high clouds tonight. But by the time we get to tomorrow, that next band of rain and a few thunderstorms, too, will approach from the west. And it looks like tomorrow afternoon, tomorrow evening, we'll see that round of showers and thunderstorms press on through. So here's how this looks on the GFS modeling. This is today, and there's that next low pressure area taking shape back over the Texas and the Oklahoma panhandle regions that rapidly strengthens and lifts quickly to the northeast, turns into a pretty strong low over the Great Lakes. There'll be a good strip of snow on the northwest side of that into the Rockies and then across the plains into the Midwest, kind of a fairly large area of 6 to 12 inches plus of snow. So a good snow event with this. Looks like places like Chicago will break their snow drought before this system is over. Around here, it'll be showers and a few thunderstorms. And there's your day 2 severe weather outlook. And there is a threat of some strong to severe storms. It's one of those very low instability but high shear environments. So we'll have to keep an eye out for some low-top thunderstorms as tomorrow afternoon and evening unfold. Now, behind this system, boy, it's going to be sharply chillier Friday, highs in the 40s, a stiff northwest wind, and we're going to be seeing wind chill values probably at best in the 30s for most of us as we go through Friday. And, of course, much, much colder in the mountains. The mountains will get in on the snow with this Thursday night into Friday morning, and it could be multiple inches of snow in the favored northwest-facing slopes by the time the system winds down. So that'll be, again, up in the mountains, the snow potential Thursday night into Friday morning. Then a very quiet and cool weekend ahead as high pressure builds in. A lot of sunshine, pretty chilly nights and cool sunny days. And then we get toward Christmas week, and boy, there's all kinds of uncertainty. Let's go to the upper levels. First of all, on the European model, there's that big trough swinging through tomorrow night. I've already discussed that. Let's go out to the weekend, and again, it's very quiet, kind of a zonal flow, but it's enough cool air around that it will be a fairly chilly weekend. All right, again, this is the European modeling, and the models actually have gotten more chaotic over the past 24 hours with the handling of this. This is Wednesday morning, day after Christmas. A lot of energy rounding the base of a trough as it's approaching, so that eventually cuts off an upper air low over parts of Ohio and Michigan, again, on the European model. Let's check out the GFS, see how it handles things. This is Wednesday morning, so already, let me compare that. There's the GFS, there's the European. Totally different tilt to the trough, so you know you're going to get a much different result. So there's the GFS again. We go out 24 hours later. A lot of energy moving right overhead, and you wind up with this big closed low over New York and Pennsylvania. And boy, what a radical solution on the zero-Z GFS at the surface. Let me show you that. First of all, again, European. Let me show you how this unfolds. It now brings some showers in the night before Christmas with a little lead disturbance, and then the main system moves through on the European anywhere from late in the day Christmas Day on into Wednesday morning. And it's all rain here across the Carolinas. Okay, and finally one more chart on the European. Look at that cold air plunging in behind it. That is bitterly cold stuff over much of the eastern U.S. by Thursday evening. Again, that's Thursday the 27th and Friday the 28th. Now again, look at what happens with the GFS. This is Christmas morning, rain. And actually, it's a very wet Christmas day on the 0Z GFS across much of our region. And then you get the main system begin to crank. Look at that low pressure position on the 0Z GFS over southeastern Alabama, the Florida Panhandle, and western Georgia. This is Wednesday evening. And look at this thing bomb out as it moves right overhead over central North Carolina. That's a sub 980 millibar low as it cranks right over Greensboro and Charlotte, lifting up into Virginia. And the result is a lot of snow flying on the back side of this as that low pressure crashes. And this is all the way out now Thursday evening. So what a wild solution on the GFS. So again, we're looking at model solutions on the track of this low, anything from something like that to something like that. And there's going to be some more shifts in this. It's kind of a complex scenario for sure. And if you want to look out toward the longer range, kind of some fun stuff, there's another system coming up New Year's Eve into New Year's Day. So we'll see. A lot of interesting times ahead here as we round up the rest of December and head toward January. All right, that is it for today's edition of the Carolina Weather Video. Thank you for watching. Have a great day, and God bless.